Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of the Butterfly Analogy. My name is Alex, and on today's episode, I have a wonderful guest. Her name is Giselle. Welcome, Giselle. How are you?
I'm glad to be here. I'm good.
That's good.
Yeah.
So I brought her to Morgan's Park. This is where I obviously always record my episodes for the podcast, and I thank you for recording with me today.
Thank you. And honestly, it's like my pleasure.
Yeah. You're so cute. So how old are you? Let's set the stage.
I'm 13.
You're 13. What's your horoscope sign?
I am a Leo.
Leo.
I'm a Gemini moon, and I'm a Virgo rising.
Virgo rising. So we actually know each other because your Grandma Maria. So her Grandma Maria is my friend, and she's actually the person that brought me on to the radio station, and I got to guest star on her own station, which is really amazing.
Yeah.
So you guys usually come to the salon, and then we'll fix you guys up and stuff.
Yeah. I need it.
Yeah. The other day we were actually having a conversation about relationships, and I noticed that we have a lot in common.
Yeah.
Right? Especially our approach towards men, I would say.
Yeah, definitely.
I think it's cool because I'm 21, right? And you're 13, but to know that even though we're at a different
kind of stage in our
age
life.
stage, we still kind of have similar lessons, I guess, we're learning when it comes to love.
Yeah.
Right? So I remember I was telling you that I seek a lot of male attention and validation.
About that. Yeah.
Yeah. So can you talk a little bit about that?
I mean, I feel like I kind of want male validation considering the stuff that happened in my life.
Yeah.
I feel like I kind of just want that validation to know that I know people love me, I guess. Well, I guess just a male kind of loves me, I guess. And I feel I know the show Euphoria, it's the most tweeted, I guess. I know this girl named Cassie, obviously I get every teenager knows her.
Yeah.
I feel I'm kind of like her in a way, and people just bash her because I feel she's been through a lot in her life, and though it wasn't right to steal her Maddie's man, she kind of just wants that male validation.
Exactly.
And I feel lots of girls can relate to her because I remember we were talking about that we were lots of girls can relate to that, but then at the same time it's just they just try to deny me no, fuck Cassie, go Maddie, kind of.
Exactly. I guess I was telling you while we were talking about it, I feel we all kind of see a part of ourselves within her, but that kind of scares us because we don't want to kind of admit that we could be like her.
Yeah. But
I think I for one, once I heard the whole rundown about whose side are you on, I was I really feel for Cassie because I definitely relate to her, like you said, the male validation, and given everything she's gone through within her life, it's obvious that all she's really looking for is love. It isn't more so to just be petty and take someone's man. It's just her finally securing I guess the acceptance that she wants.
Yeah, and I feel she gets it in an unhealthy way.
Definitely.
As a Euphoria fan, Nate, I feel he kind of gave her that attention, but not in the right way. Mm-hmm. And I kind of feel for her. I feel for her for kind of my soft side, and then for my bad bitch that I don't give a fuck is kind of just Maddie. So again, she was a girl boss. But then at the same time, Cassie, I honestly really feel for her. And, I feel bad for her. But I guess, like you said, deep down, I kind of try not. I'm kind of scared of being kind of just like Cassie.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I know for me, the male validation comes from my mom because I feel I never was seen or accepted by her. So when I look towards other people, I kind of crave that where it's me really trying to prove my worth to someone or to whoever it is that I'm trying to get their attention from.
Yeah.
How do you think that kind of plays a part within your validation?
I feel I guess because my dad, he wasn't really around a lot.
Yeah.
Especially I kind of don't want to admit it. I'm literally doing that right now.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I feel I just want to show I guess boys in school or just boys in public or whatever that I'm just kind of I'm worthy, look at me. I was just telling her because I go to a private school. I'm not gonna search.
Yeah. We're not gonna say the name though, but
yeah, but but like we're allowed to wear, like we always wear uniforms. And today, since it was a half day, since I guess private school or Catholic schools that I go to, they do that. And I just changed my outfit like this, just, you know, for my crush to see me. Yeah. And he literally looked at me once and didn't look at me again. I'm like, I mean, it's better, like, you know.
I mean, he looked at me, right?
Yeah, he looked at me once as opposed to, you know, never looking at me. Yeah. But I feel like that's kind of when that Cassie, I guess, side of me just like, I never related to two characters so much in my entire life, because I've been Maddie and I've been Cassie, and it wasn't pretty, and I feel like I'm still, you know, kind of like them. I mean, as much as I, you know, I don't really want to compare myself to, like, it's actually really true, because I guess the whole part of the show was to just, like, I guess, shine a light on teenage problems and just the stuff going on in a teenager's life that you would never expect. You would expect it in like a 30 or 20, early 20 like person's life, except you never expect it in like high school or early high school or middle school, but you do. So
exactly, and that's exactly what I want to do with our podcast today, where it's like we show that, you know, even at the different stages that we are, like we said before, we're still dealing with the same outlooks on relationships. Right. And I guess where I'm trying to kind of lead myself towards is now really exploring ways I can fill that void instead of looking for it in other people. But it's hard to do that, because
it really is.
Even now, right? Even though like I kind of want to be alone, I still am like, oh, I want to have a hot girl summer. Like, I want to, you know.
We're planning on having a hot girl summer. Definitely. But then at the same time, I kind of, like, not want to settle down in a way. But kind of just, like, you know, be stable.
Kind of. I
do
want a secure relationship. That's for sure.
But I feel like, I guess mental health plays a huge toll on it, because as long as you're stable mentally, and as long as you love yourself mentally and just, like, in general, then you'll definitely find someone that really loves you. But if you don't find that, then bitch, you're fucked.
Bitch, you're fucked, essentially. Right? No, but it is true, though. Like, a lot of platforms will kind of preach this whole idea where it's like self-care is the best care, and once you reach this idea of self-care, you'll find your Prince Charming. And it's really not like that, though. Like, I feel like even if we get to this place of self-acceptance and self-love, we'll always be like met with challenges, but I guess it's up to us to really persevere through them and just be like, you know what, I still love me, though, you know.
Definitely.
It's hard to do that, though, because, you know, I just want to be loved, but
at the same time I just kind of want to love myself, because I feel like it's kind of like I'm kind of lost in like a facade, kind of, because I feel like if I show like in person, I mean, like, I guess when I'm in public or in person, like, I pretend, I guess, love myself. I mean, I do love it. As much as I say it, like, sometimes I feel like you can never mean it. I guess actions speak louder than words. I'm like, I love myself. Then I go home and I'm, like, a train wreck. So I feel like it's just, you know, I feel like I just show that, like, to the public, I guess, show that in person. And then inside, like, I'm just kind of, like, hurting.
Alienated. I feel the same way. I know outwardly everybody's like, oh, like, she looks confident, oh, like, she, you know, she knows how to approach situations, but in private it's always different. You know?
Because one of these dudes from my school, I just transferred to this private school maybe a month ago. I just transferred to the private school, and then I was just like, like, I wonder what everyone thinks of me. And then this dude's like, no, literally, like, everyone likes you, like, you're brilliant, like, everyone thinks you're cute. And I feel like that was kind of like a confidence boost, kind of. And I feel like I feel like the ego's gonna get in the way. I don't want the ego to get in the way, but I feel like there's gave me kind of a confidence boost. But I feel like if I didn't really hear that, I feel like I wouldn't be as, like, you know, hyped as I am right now, I guess. And he said this like maybe a few days ago, and I feel like I guess it just kind of gave me a confidence boost. And the thing is, like, regardless if it came from like a male or a female, that comment, I feel like I was still pretty happy. But then at the same time, I feel like it meant even more because it was coming from him. So, like, I was like, well, I wonder if, like, other boys think that too, or, like, you know, I just kind of want to impress, I guess. But I feel like sometimes I can't always be like that. Someone's gonna have my bad days, someone's gonna have my good days, and I feel like it's just, you know, it's gonna happen. But I feel like I can't rely on the validation to, you know, switch my mood, I guess.
Definitely, because, you know, if we rely on others to kind of boost our confidence for us, the second they kind of take it away, it's like it was never there. you know? So I guess it's about really learning how to build our own confidence, essentially, through doing things that we love to do and just, like, reaching mastery. I don't know if you know what I mean by that. Yeah, so for me, like, doing this podcast and building my platform and kind of doing my creative pursuits have definitely given me that boost of confidence. Where I don't rely on others as much. But I'd be lying if I say that I don't, you know? So I guess it's just an everyday practice where it's I just had to remind myself. So what does that kind of look like for you? Is there any practices you have during your day that you do?
I feel like, I guess, music is kind of just like, I guess it kind of changes my mood, and it could also bring down my mood, I guess. And I feel like, I don't know, it just means a lot. So I feel like I have like a whole playlist, and it's just like, you know, self-confidence boost. Whenever I need that kind of boost, it's always there. And it's just kind of like just my vibe in general, I guess. Like, I know I put like Cocky AF there by Megan Thee Stallion, which is kind of just for like my hot girl mood, of course. Flawless by Beyonce and Nicki Minaj.
Yes, I love that song.
And then kind of for my softer side, kind of just like Thinking of You by Selena, or Dreaming of You by Selena.
Dreaming of You,
yeah. And I feel like, I guess, just, you know, and just those songs like maybe Hot Girl Summer or like Cry Baby by Megan Thee Stallion, I feel like those just kind of boost my confidence, and I feel like those are practices that I'm like, I don't need a man, fuck you. But then at the same time, I guess I'm just kind of like, you know, I really want, you know, at the same time, again, like Dreaming of You, softer side, kind of like I really need a man right now, kind of, but then at the same time those other songs really just stand out, and they're like, you don't need one, like it kind of overpowers it
exactly
almost.
It gives you that boost when you're feeling like alone and down.
I feel like those are kind of the practices I use, where I kind of just like, this might seem very, I mean, I'm a Leo, so I mean, I'm very like,
I relate.
I'm just like kind of in love with myself. I feel like that's what everyone portrays it as. And I kind of just look at old pictures, because I have an album of just like, you know, pictures of me, kind of. I know. I just like, I look back at them, I'm like, oh wow, like I'm really that girl. And for him to not see that.
Exactly. I do the same thing though, but this is the thing, like I get kind of scared to admit stuff like that. I guess it's still the self-consciousness within like my personality.
Then people are gonna be like, you're so self-absorbed, like what the fuck's wrong with you, be humble. I mean, I am, but then at the same time I just kind of want to have that little like moment to myself.
But that's the thing though, it's like you could be self-confident and still be humble. I guess it's just the way you kind of approach the situation. Like I'll be like, yes, I'm that girl, but I'm not gonna be like up in your face about it, you know what I mean?
I'm like, like I'm that girl, like you're literally not all that. And then because I'm still gonna be humble, I'm still gonna like, like all, like I feel like all girls are just, you know,
we're all the it girl, you know?
Like nice girls are pretty girls. I mean, I feel like if you're mean to yourself and you're mean to others, I feel like that's never really gonna like work out in the self-love thing. But I feel like, again, you just kind of have to love yourself for who you are and just try not to be so just like, you know. Approaching it in the wrong way. Like, delivery means everything. So if you kind of just like deliver it in the wrong way, it's not gonna work out. Even though you're delivering the right message, it's not gonna work in the right way.
It's definitely tone of voice and underlying meanings of things too, because I could be like, oh yeah, I'm the it girl, and make it
like
cute, and then it won't be taken as like, okay, like she's like
girl feeling yourself slight.
Exactly.
But then, you know, if you're just like, like I'm that girl, I don't care what anyone says, like you look like so, like I feel like that's just doing the most, kind of. And I feel like that's not really like.
And I think it's just hiding things too. Because I feel like people that kind of approach it in like a mean way,
I feel like they're insecure about themselves, but they want others to see like, oh yeah, like I'm so like, you know, I'm all that.
Exactly.
And, you know? And they want others to think that, because if others think that, then they'll start believing that about themselves, but you have to start believing about yourself first, so that others will believe it. Because before, I used to be like, I used to be like kind of that girl. I'm like, I would just rub it all up in everyone's face. And then I feel like, I guess I just felt like I just needed like, you know, a new start. And then that's, I guess, kind of what resulted in the comment where like, everyone likes you, like everyone thinks you're cute, whatever. I feel like that just kind of resulted in that. But I feel like if I kept going along with like my old ways, I feel like that would never show up. But I'm glad that I changed and I guess was more humble, I guess, and
Yeah.
just know that I'm not better than everyone else. As much as I feel like it, I'm not, and I just feel like I kind of let the ego get in the way.
Exactly. It's all about quieting the ego, but still loving yourself in the right way.
Yeah, because you can like show it sometimes. Be like, yeah, like I'm all that. You
Yeah.
can have your little moment, but then you can't do that all the time. Where people are gonna be like, you're literally putting us down. And I feel like that's was kind of my issue. Like I wouldn't even notice that I'm putting people down,
Mm-hmm.
and I feel like that just kind of felt like the validation. All of that was just like, I guess, behind it.
Yeah.
So I feel like now that I kind of just started trying to love myself more. And I
In the right ways, I guess.
Yeah, in the right ways. I feel like that would just, I feel like kind of resulted in like me being a kinder person to others. Because I feel like my energy, if I'm carrying around this insecure energy, people are going to think I'm insecure. People are just going to bring me down, make me think I'm a Cassie. But then if I just like start loving myself and I'm just like, yeah, and then I just show, I guess, like you said, like the ego, like sometimes, then people will portray me as like a Maddie. Like, yeah, like she's humble, but she also like, she knows who she is, and she knows her limits. And it's just, I feel like everyone wants to be a Maddie.
Everybody does want to be a Maddie.
Yeah.
But I feel like Cassie can be a Maddie once she gets over that whole like...
We'll wait till season 3.
We'll wait. We'll see, Yeah. She's just lost. Like, I feel like she's just like, I don't know, lost.
Yeah, I feel like she doesn't really know she doesn't really recognize herself now, because I feel like
exactly
she feels like if she's not pretty, then no one will love her. Because again, she woke up at 4 a.m.
Oh my god, yes.
Yeah, that kind of got me, and I kind of related to that.
Yes.
Because like I would wake up at 5 a.m. when school started at like 8 or 9, and then like my mom would be like, "Why are you up at 5 a.m?" I'm like, "Why are you up at 5 a.m?" But
I could get ready.
Yeah, and she's like, "Are you serious?" And I would have 4 hours, maybe 3 hours to get ready, like shower, shave, do my hair, like put it in rollers, do my makeup.
Yeah.
And that's when I went to public school, because uniform you can't really do much, but still managed to try and look good to impress this guy. And it did work out, like I told you.
Yeah.
The whole story, it did work out. But then I guess the end result wasn't all that. But I feel like, again, regardless if you're like 50 or if you're like maybe 13 or 14 like me, I feel like love comes in all shapes and forms.
Yeah.
And you're never too like, I guess, like, there's no limits to love, I guess.
Yeah.
As long as you love the right way.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I love that message. That was so cute. Oh my gosh. You have the cutest heart.
Thank
you. You really do. I feel like sometimes I feel like you're afraid to take up space, where you kind of like want to come out, but then you're like, oh wait, that's not okay.
Yeah, because I feel like the ego's getting in the way, and I feel like it's gonna result in the wrong thing. But then at the same time, I kind of just want to show it to like.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I told you up in here, girl, take space. Like let yourself live. Like let yourself be yourself.
Because you can't be afraid of like what everyone else is gonna think about you if you show or do the wrong thing or say the wrong thing. But I feel like that's kind of more of like a people problem, I guess, in our society. Because I feel like now. I guess you're kind of based on like how you look, your personality, how you are to others.
Yeah.
But not how you are to yourself, I guess. And I feel like now this is a good thing about Gen Z. I guess they're just starting to bring more awareness to mental health, I guess, and just like loving yourself. But then at the same time, there's those little parts where it's like, yeah, like you have to look this way, you have to be this certain way in order for people to like you. If you're not this way, people won't like you. It doesn't matter if you like yourself, they won't like you. And I feel like it's all, and I used to be that way too. I used to be like, yeah, I need everyone to like me or I'm not going to like myself. But I feel like now, I feel like people like me, and at the same time, I'm just like, because I always wanted this, because I feel like, I guess, like, switching schools, I feel like I was mostly like a Cassie. But then I feel like now I'm more of like a Maddie, but just like in a cute, softer way, I guess. And I feel like, I guess people like me, but I feel like I still feel so lonely, kind of, to the point where I'm like, I don't really recognize myself anymore, because I feel like I have to wear a mask, like, on my, like, all the time.
Yeah. Like
a mask, just like, I guess, masking who I show who I really am, but then at the same time, I feel like I always have to be happy, because I'm always happy. If you know me at school, I'm always happy.
Yeah.
But then, like, I feel like no one really sees that part. I'm just, like, kind of, like, breaking down, kind of. I'm almost, like, I don't really look in the mirror. I don't recognize who I am. Yeah. I know I'm Giselle, but I don't really know who I really am.
Who Giselle is.
Yeah, because I've been so blinded about, like, what people will think about me or what boys will think about me.
Yeah.
And I feel like, and we had that conversation in the car, like I used to be really artistic, I used to be so creative, I used to be like, I didn't really care what anyone thought, and then I just kind of started getting into like that stage where I'm like, I care what other girls think, I care what other boys think, I care about like what makeup I'm wearing, how I do my hair, how I dye my hair, because if you know me, I dye my hair a lot, what clothes I'm wearing. Yeah, like what clothes I'm wearing, and I feel like it's just kind of, you know, it takes a toll on you, and and I feel like I don't really, and it's a sad thing where you're like, I want like I want the Giselle back that I really knew and love, and I feel like now it's sad because I feel like lots of people love me kind of for who I am, but at the same time, like, they're only seeing that like cute little part of me, but then they don't see how much I'm kind of breaking down under. I'm just like, do I still have to keep this act up, kind of? Because I feel like, I don't know, it's just...
No, I definitely relate to that. Last year it definitely showed me how much of that was definitely a part of me, because I always try to bring this upbeat, positive, bubbly energy to everybody, because that's what people love to see. So for me, that was my way of feeling seen and feeling heard. But obviously, like, behind closed doors, it was different, where it was like, I'm sad all the time, or I'm depressed, or I'm anxious. Exactly.
No one wants to see that, because you're like slowing us down. You're not really giving us that energy. But then if you're happy all the time and you're giving like that energy, they're gonna be happy for you. But then when you're at your lowest, they're gonna like, why aren't you happy?
Like, why can't you just be happy?
Yeah, like, your life's so good, I don't really know why.
Yeah,
like, your life's so good, I don't know why you're just like... But again, like, a good life doesn't really mean much as long as you're kind of like breaking down. So it doesn't matter.
It doesn't, as long as a good life is never going to mean anything unless you're living as your authentic self, right? Mm-hmm. And that means taking in the good as well as the bad. That means sitting in your room at 12 in the morning eating ice cream, like sobbing your eyes out, but also going out and having fun and partying all the time. Like, it's there's balances, there's swings, there's highs and lows.
Yeah, and I feel like people need to accept you for all of that, not just that one side that you put out to the public.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But you know what, though? I feel like I still attract people that only seek the good parts of myself, because I only seek the good parts of myself, too. Like, does that make sense? Because even I sometimes won't hold space for my own negative emotions, where it's like, damn, like, why can't you just be happy, Alex? Like, I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, damn, like, girl, just smile. But, so what I'm trying to say is, I guess, like, our journey is about learning how to accept that within ourselves too.
Yeah, because like a few days, maybe yesterday, I was like, in the morning I was crying while like after I did my makeup. So I'm like, I don't really recognize myself anymore. Doing a full face of makeup every morning. Just because this one guy that maybe looks at me twice in the hallway, twice, and then just like leaves me alone after that. Maybe just like glares at me after, and it's not. And I was crying, and then I just like looked in the mirror and I was just like, I put on a smile, wiped it off, did my whole makeup all over again, and maybe just, you know, and I feel like it's painful, but again, this time I feel like it's kind of like not a chore, but I feel like you kind of have to do that.
Yeah.
Or like it's kind of like a routine now. I have to do that, and I can't break that cycle. Like even on the weekends, even when I'm like at home really doing like fucking nothing, I'm gonna put on a full face of makeup. I'm gonna do my hair just because it's a routine, and it's so like
exhausting.
Yeah, it's exhausting, but at the same time, I feel like it's like a routine that kind of won't stop, kind of, and I can't stop it. It's like an addiction.
So how do you think you would go about that? Like changing it in a sense?
I feel like I would just try to just kind of be myself, I guess, because I mean, I always wear makeup. Like before we film this, I was putting on loads of makeup. I'm like, I need to look pretty for the camera. Yeah. But then I feel like I don't know, I just feel like sometimes I need to accept myself for how I really, I mean, I don't really look different behind all this makeup. It just kind of I feel like makeup's supposed to highlight your features. Yeah. Not hide them.
The features that you love the most.
Yeah, not just hide them, I guess. Mm-hmm. And I feel like sometimes, I mean, I was rushing, so it probably doesn't really look good right now. I mean, hopefully it does.
Girl, it looks fine. You look hot.
But I feel like at the same time, it's not really, I feel like it's something that I really need to break, kind of like if I need a break, I need to break. I can't just keep doing it over and over again knowing I'm exhausted, but pushing myself and making myself just feel so bad about myself, myself feel so unrecognizable when I really know who I am deep down. So I just can't bring that out because I'm so blinded by all
exactly
standards now, I guess, about who you should be, about what a girl should be in general.
I definitely feel that. Because I was doing that today in the morning where I was like, no, I have to do my hair and I have to do a mascara. Like, I'm not very like big on the makeup thing, but I'll still do like highlight and stuff, and I will not leave the house without mascara because I love my eyes. I feel like that's like my best feature. So the mascara obviously accentuates like the eye look, so I will not leave the house without mascara.
I feel like I'm very bold with, I guess, makeup, like with the eyeliner. I mean, I didn't do it today because it was just half a day, like, but we usually do like a liner, like a very winged straight eyeliner look,
like a cat eye.
With kind of just like lip liner and just like, you know, lipstick or lip gloss, and probably just blush, mascara, contour. That's it. Because I kind of will go for that fierce look, but I feel like at the same time I just kind of go for that soft. When I want to go for that soft look, I kind of do like just a little cat eyeliner, or sometimes I just don't do like eyeliner on. I kind of just like put some more mascara on like the corners of my eyes, because I'm not really like big on like glue on like lashes. I mean, I never wore them, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I've never worn them either.
Yeah, but I feel like it's so hard just ripping them off.
I know. Oh my gosh, no, I shouldn't say that. I have worn fake eyelashes, but not like the extensions. I wore fake eyelashes, so like this haunted like maze kind of thing, and the only reason I wore them was because I was like sad because this guy stopped talking to me. So you see what I'm trying to say? I was like trying to cover up how I felt by like making myself look pretty. So then I went to the fucking haunted house, and as I was running, like the glue was like coming off, so I literally came out of the haunted house with like one eyelash, like one fake eyelash, and then the rest was just like my regular eye. It was like the funniest thing. So embarrassing. But so that's what I tend to do too. Like, I'll reinvent myself to kind of hide. So like I got a nose ring because I was sad because this guy didn't talk to me.
Yeah, that's why I kind of dyed my hair like all the time. Because I feel like I just want to be a new version of me, kind of. Yeah. And I feel like as much as I dye my hair, I still do, because I feel like once I dye my hair, there's really no going back. And I'm actually getting like baby lights or highlights maybe this summer in June. Yeah. But I feel like, I guess, just kind of change myself, change who I am, and just make myself fill that void. But again, at the same time, I feel like it's not really. It's not really who I am inside.
Yeah.
You know?
So who are you? Who is Giselle?
I guess the last time I checked, I guess like a bad bitch, I guess.
Ooh, okay. I actually like that. I really like that. That was actually really cute.
I mean, why don't you ask her?
Are you a bad bitch?
Yeah.
That's right. No, but I guess in a deeper sense where it's like, who were you before the performing? Or who are you before the alter egos? The alter personalities? Because if you were to ask me that question, I really don't know.
I wouldn't be like, I don't know. And they would be like, what the fuck do you mean you don't know? Are you fucking retarded? I'm like, no, I don't know.
That's what I'm saying, because that's the thing. When it comes to like performing and putting, I call it acting, where it's like I'll be like, who you want me to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I'll be a different person with my mom than I will be with my sister, than I will be like a man.
Yeah. But I feel like sometimes that happens because with parents especially, because you kind of want to show them the best in you. Yeah. And you don't want to show them like, you know, because I feel like sometimes inside my mom's like, toughen up, like, you know, like, stop crying. But I feel like, I guess crying is normal, but I feel like there's actually this one lyric that really got me. Yeah. It was like don't be dramatic, it's only some plastic, no one will love you if you're unattractive. And I guess I just kind of felt that, like,
well, damn,
like, no one will love me if I'm unattractive. I feel like that really got me. I was like, oh.
That's what I'm saying though. I love you though, even if you are unattractive, which you're not. But I'll still always love you for your shadow side and for who you really are. And I want to be able to spread that love and acceptance for everybody, and and hold space for them, because I want to have that space for myself too. Mm-hmm. Where it's like holding space for others will essentially give space to myself. And thanks for coming to my TED Talk. No, but so I hope one day you'll discover who you really are without having to put all this.
Yeah, I feel like it's Rome was not built in a day, and I feel like one day I'm not gonna wake up and be like, oh, I know who the real Giselle is. It's gonna take time, because I feel like I kind of have to get back into old habits or just old things that I really liked. Kind of just like drawing, like I don't really know what else I like to do. I like to, ride my bike a lot with my friends, eat a ton of ice cream, and I feel, well, not a ton, because you gotta watch it.
I love ice cream though.
I do, but I feel like I feel like I just eating ice cream, like biking. I feel like that would just kind of bring me back, just kind of like a nostalgia type thing. Just I feel like that would just kind of be like, this is who I really am. And I feel like I would just discover more about myself. And again, if you know me, my phone broke like when I woke up and it was just flashing like green and purple. And then I was like, I need to throw my phone out. So I'm getting a new phone maybe soon. So I feel like I guess I just feel like, so I feel like that's just gonna, like, I guess it's a perfect opportunity. I guess that's just a universe, like, the universe just telling me, like, hey.
It's time to reconnect to yourself.
It's time to reconnect to who you really are.
Yeah.
And I feel like once, I guess, I find out, I feel like better things will come and just, like, a new era of me.
Exactly.
So I feel like I kind of developed, like, who I really was, like, my own style, like, my own, like, you know. Because, again, I love doing my hair. So I guess just, like, kind of how I want to do certain things, how I want to, like, just kind of guess how I want to do things, and I feel like that would just be, like, you know.
Yeah, and I know you like fashion a lot, too, so that definitely brings out your artistic side as well. Yeah. Just in a different way, you know?
Yeah, I've been eating a bunch of ice cream. Well, not a bunch, of course, but lots and lots of ice cream.
Are you hard on yourself because of it, though?
Yeah, I feel like that's kind of a thing, too. I kind of just have to watch my weight. I feel like that's something I really need to I want to focus on, and I have. I mean, I've lost 5 pounds since the last time I saw you. Not the best thing in the world.
It's still something, though. Don't downplay it. Yeah. Don't downplay.
Yeah, and I've been eating lots of ice cream. Like, I just had this obsession with ice cream. I feel like that's one part of me reconnecting. We should get ice cream after.
We should, yes.
Yeah. But I feel like it just kind of, you know.
It's okay, though.
Brought me back to my roots, I guess.
I don't know. For some reason, right? Because I like to pick up on emotions, like when we talk about stuff. I noticed that you keep going back to the ice cream thing.
Yeah.
Why?
I feel like that's just, I guess, again, with the childhood thing, I feel like I've had a very, not traumatic, but not the best childhood.
Yeah, it's okay.
And I feel like lots of things happened, and I feel like I would kind of get judged for it, because I used to get, like, fat shamed a lot, I guess, body shamed, because I remember this one time, like, I grew up in a small town. I'm not gonna say which town, but
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, it's like a very small town where everyone knew, like, everyone's business and, like, I guess who you were, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, there was, like, this cute little ice cream parlor, so cute. And then, like, I just ate there. It was, like, this Rocky Road. My first time trying Rocky Road, but it was, like, a big thing of Rocky Road. And then this girl from my school, she's like, you're gonna get a little, like, fat, don't you think? Why don't you get something, like, healthier? And then I feel like, I don't know, I just feel like that was very... I feel like that kind of hurt, and I feel like ice cream is kind of just like safe sweets. Like, as a kid, everyone loves ice cream. And I feel like I have a very close connection with ice cream. Like, I would talk about ice cream all the time. My friends are like, why the fuck are you talking about ice cream? I'm just like, I don't know, I just love it. I feel like it just brings me back to, like, my roots, kind of, and I guess who I am as a person, I guess. So I feel like that one comment can change your whole life.
Oh,
it could just,
definitely.
It can, like, break you down in a way.
Yeah.
To the point where it's like, why did you have to say that? I'm like... And then, like, I would just stop eating, I guess, like, in school. And, like, she was, like, my close friend. Or so I thought. Yeah, was.
Hopefully was.
Yeah,
right?
was. So I thought. And then this was, like, maybe 6th grade. She, like, you're, like... Because it was, like, it happens in 6th grade. Yeah. Somewhere around 6th grade. And she's like, you're not literally eating your lunch. Why are you going to, like, waste food like that? Like, do you remember all the things that you said to me? Do you remember? I know you were not raising the bar. I know you're not a hooligan. So do you remember all the things you said to me? And then ask me that question.
Yeah.
So I feel like that just kind of got me annoyed. So, like, why the fuck would you say, yeah, you're getting fat? Like, you need to, you know, why don't you just have something healthier other than ice cream? And then I feel like that's kind of where my obsession started with, like, girlier things, I guess. Like, makeup, clothes, and I guess just, you know? So before I used to wear lots of, like, black leggings, black sweatpants. I feel like that's because I read somewhere that it kind of just made you look slimmer. So I feel like I kind of do. Obviously, I'm wearing black now. Always because it's very comfy. But, I just feel like it just kind of brought me back to, like, my roots, kind of ice cream. Yeah. Weird, I know, but...
It's not weird, though.
Definitely a thing. Definitely. I just feel like it wasn't... I feel like that one comment kind of just changed kind of my whole life, I guess. Yeah. And I feel like now I still kind of think about it. I'm like, should I wear this? Should I wear this? Should I eat this? Should I not eat this? Because I remember we were talking about it earlier. I'm like, yeah, like, you know, I don't really have an issue with my body. Well, like, early, like, a few days ago. Like, I don't really have an issue with my body, but... And, like, we went to a restaurant later, and I ordered a salad. I wanted to order, like, steak or, like, pasta or something. But I'm like, why don't I have a salad? And so I feel like I just thought about that. And I feel like... And we were just talking about, because I want to be a model, or just think about modeling, or I want to be a surgeon. I know, it's two completely different things.
But it's okay though.
Yeah, but and we were just talking about, like, you know, I guess different brands that I come up for, like, body positivity. And I feel like, you know, I feel like just bringing up the topic and how they really had very strict diets, and it just was, you know, it was very strict. And I feel like I told you that I wanted kind of like that discipline to make me feel better, look better, to make more people like me, I guess. And then at the same time, I just, you know, I feel like it's going to destroy me even more, and I'm going to be more unrecognizable to myself. Like, look in the mirror, I'm like, who am I really? And I feel like that's just going to take away from that.
Exactly. Yeah. I love how open you are, because that definitely is hard to share openly, right? Especially when you're talking about your friendship and how she kind of affected how you see yourself now physically.
Yeah, like 4 years later, I'm almost 14, and I'm still just, you know.
I guess that's where the work is going to have to start, where it's like, now you kind of know where this idea of I need to look this way kind of comes from. Yeah. So now it's about really silencing that outer voice and really listening and tuning into who you are.
Yeah, because I feel like, because my mom's like, is it going to affect you in 5 years or 2 years? No. I'm like, I mean, obviously it did.
It does, though. It does. Yeah.
And I feel like it hurt, but again, at the same time, I feel like, what can a girl do? I mean, it's going to happen, so it's just like...
It does happen. It doesn't mean it's okay for it to happen.
But it does happen, unfortunately. It's normalized, and people say it a lot. Yeah. And I feel like you just kind of have to, I guess, spread awareness with it, like body shaming. I feel like that's how kind of eating disorders develop, like binge eating, like anorexia, stuff like that. I feel like that just kind of plays a whole role in it. Like, that one comment,
it does,
could really just change your life. And from that one comment, people can just develop an eating disorder, develop like binge, something, whatever. I just feel like it's not healthy. Of course it's not. And people wind up in hospitals because of that. I'm getting so much into deal because I just want to spread awareness, because I feel like that just kind of like riles me up. I'm just like, why did you have to say that? Like, do you remember all the things that you said to me? And then now you're just saying, why aren't you eating? It's just, and for that to happen so young, I feel like I was looking for it to destroy me from the start, kind of. Yeah.
But, you know, you never really know what someone is going through or why they do certain things. Yeah. Right? So that takes me back to the whole Cassie thing, where it's like, we just see the action somebody does.
Yeah, we just saw that Cassie's her boyfriend, and we don't remember what happened in season 1, where she was just struggling, I guess. And we would just, like, remember, like, we would just look at that one part. We would just look at what's happening then and not the actions that led up to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. So it was just like, Cassie took her man. Fuck her.
Cassie took her man. But it's like, okay, why? Why did Cassie take her man? Yeah. It's not about Nate. She doesn't want Nate. What she's looking for is acceptance from a guy. Yeah, because I feel like
she saw it when Maddie and Nate were kind of like together.
Yes.
I feel like she saw it and she's like, I really want that. And she was getting fucked over by every other guy. So she's like, yeah, I kind of want that. But then I guess everything looks pretty in a picture, but then, you know, it's not exactly. Everything's not always how it seems. And I feel like she's kind of like in terrible danger, kind of, because I feel like all the stuff that would just, you know, result from that wasn't pretty.
Exactly.
It wasn't a slaying thing.
It wasn't slay.
She didn't slay.
She didn't slay, but it's okay. But now, to bring it back to you, you know, when you would come into the salon and you would always be changing up your hairstyle, or you would wear these cute outfits, I'd be like, oh wow, she's so stylish, right? Or oh wow, like, look at her, like she's so confident in what she does. But I would never associate you with this part where it's like, I do this because of this reason.
Yeah.
You know?
I feel like no one really ever thinks about that.
Yeah.
And I feel like, you know, I kind of like bought a ticket, and there's no really turning back now, I guess. I feel like now I just kind of have to suck it up and just deal with it. And I feel like no one really sees that part. No one's like, oh yeah, she's so this, she's so that. But like, why? And I feel like as much as I appreciate the comments, like, yeah, like, she's so pretty, she's so that, I feel like deep down I kind of just want someone to mention how smart I am, or how intelligent or kind I am, before someone goes straight to my looks, kind of. And as much as I appreciate it, I really do.
Of course.
I feel like deep down I kind of want, like, the academic validation.
I feel like maybe you just want to really be understood for who you are, instead of just...
Because deep down, before this version of Giselle, we had that nerdy Giselle. No one really liked her. I mean, people tried to understand her, but they didn't. It's kind of sad. Yeah.
I wish people would hold more space for others, you know?
Yeah, just for the whole thing.
Person, yeah.
Not like
little
like,
parts that you like.
Yeah, just like cherry picking it, I guess.
Exactly, or nitpicking. It's just, because then it's like, it's not love, right?
Yeah.
If you only love certain aspects of someone, you don't really love them for who they are. It's very conditional, right? Where it's like, you know, I only love you because you do this, or I only love you because you act this way, or I only love you because, I don't know, like you make me feel a certain way. But it's like, okay, do you love the parts of me that I don't love sometimes, or do you love the parts of me that I hide?
Yeah, and I feel like it's so sad to know that people do like start thinking that, or just like feeling that way for a validation from anyone, like just at a very, very young age. And I feel like that's kind of us, I guess. And I feel like I knew who I wanted to be since I was like a little girl. I know who I was since I was a girl. I feel like everyone really liked me, I guess, as a person. But then sometimes, I guess, that one stage in my life, I kind of just lacked. And I was like, and I kind of lost myself, making myself, you know, because no one really was like obsessing, I guess, over me anymore. And they were just like, well, she's just like any other person in our school. And I feel like I was like, well, where did that attention go? And I guess I just, you know, where did that attention go? I want to seem like, you know, I'm just that girl. But then I feel like that's kind of where it just started, where everyone, like, I guess everyone kind of just, you know, what everyone thought kind of made me feel like I need to work harder for everyone to like me. And I feel like I have like kind of like a greed to succeed, kind of. Just,
me too.
Yeah, just for everyone to like me, you know?
Yeah.
It
comes from the need of being seen, you know? So I don't know if you know what though, I'm kind of scared to lose that aspect of myself too, where it's like I don't want to get to the point where it's like I love myself so much that I don't want to be successful anymore, because I do want to be successful. I just want to, there needs to be a balance. Because I feel like I don't know, I just feel like it's just kind of sad again just to see that, I guess. I feel like again just portraying that fake side of you, not fake, just what you present to others. I feel like, do I really need to lie like that to just make my way in life for everyone to like me? And I feel like it's just like, no, you don't. But again, at the same time, you want to. And I feel like, you know? Exactly, because when I was growing up, you know, my parents were going through emotional like turmoil within their own relationship. So, you know, I was kind of like there, but I wasn't really in like their present view, I would say. So I kind of seeked attention through achieving and through getting the good grades and through being the good girl. So I kind of still do that now, where I want to be seen as successful and, you know, very, I guess, put together. So now I don't know how to not be that person anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel like you kind of just lost, I feel like we kind of like lost that part of ourselves. It's like, who the hell are we at the end of the day? I feel like we can only see that part that we portray to other people. And not what kind of we portray to us, like deep down who we really are, like to ourselves, I guess. I mean, like, you know what I mean? I just love looking in the mirror. Like,
me too. I'm just like, take a picture. It'll last longer.
But I feel like at the same time, when I'm just like, you know, I'm like, who the fuck? Like, who
are you?
Like, who are you? Like, before, if I feel like the little me would be like, you know, like the little Giselle would be disappointed. She would be like, who are you? This is not what I wanted. What the fuck happened to you? And I feel like I was so excited to reach this age, like, oh my god, teenager, almost in high school. But then I feel like now I'm just like, I'm here. What the what? Like, what the fuck? It's just like, what now? I guess. Like, what the hell?
Wow. You know, you feel that about high school. I feel that way about like reaching my goal. So like, sometimes I'll lay in bed at night and I'm just like, you know, if I finally get there, like, let's say I reach everything that I've ever dreamed of, then what? Like, am I going to be satisfied then? Like, am I going to be happy then? Am I going to feel loved then? Like, is anything going to change?
I feel like you kind of need to go back to your roots and just go back where you started. I guess just remember where you came from. Just be humble. I guess. I feel like I need to follow that, because I feel like at the same time, before I wasn't really like this. I I got like makeup from like a drugstore, and I didn't really have, my family didn't really have that much money. We had money. We were just like middle class. I feel like now we kind of just not high, like, you know,
but like upper class, I guess.
Yeah, we're kind of upper class, I guess.
In a sense, yeah.
Nice house, private school, like, you know, nice car. It's a nice life. But again, I always wanted that when I was little. But then I would like, you know, I feel like now I would just be like, why did I, with all this money and all just like all this luck, I guess, what am I doing with myself? Like, I don't really recognize who I am. Like, going out with friends every day, just looking for what, and then I feel like that's not really who I wanted to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like now that I am, like, I'm just taking advantage of like the luck, the, I guess, more money, I guess. And I just, the reason I mentioned the money is just I feel like before I thought maybe if I have money, maybe I'll be prettier, people will like me more.
Yeah.
And some of that's true, but at the same time,
it still
I guess
feels
I'm just kind of
empty.
like lost in the facade, kind of.
Yeah.
You know?
It still feels empty.
Yeah, it feels like lonely. Because I know some celebrities, they're like, yeah, like, you know, I have all this money, and now I'm just so fucking lonely. I'm sad, and you see them, like, you don't see that part, because no one wants to see that part.
Exactly.
They just want to see them in their cute, like, little cars,
and they're cute,
like,
yeah,
yachting with, like, their friends.
And their bikinis and stuff. Like,
yeah, but no one sees the real part, like, the stuff behind it. No one sees that.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think what I want everyone to take away from this episode is basically just learning how to accept parts of everyone for who they are instead of just highlighting the parts that we love the most. It's okay. Don't get self-conscious.
Yeah.
It's okay. So instead of kind of shaming and dismissing parts that we might not like, because again, like, then we'll just be repeating cycles that we don't want to necessarily do. Yeah. And I want to thank you, Giselle, for being so open and honest about your own journey, because like I said before, it's hard to do that, especially on a public platform.
It's very therapeutic, I guess, kind of, because I feel like I just try to think of as any other conversation that I would have with a close friend, a close family member, or just a close person in general close to me, because I feel like being close to me in that sense is like a privilege.
Wow.
I guess. Yeah, you are privileged, but I feel like I guess just taking away from that, just like loving yourself, and I feel like just knowing that whoever's around you, it's a privilege for them to have you, like, or you know, it's just a privilege.
I know what you mean. It's a privilege to have for them to be able to share within your space, because it is,
because this was I feel like it's very personal, but I, you know, got up and I'm like, you know what, I want to be like, oh my god, I'm so pretty, I want to be famous, I want to be this, I want to be that. And now I'm doing it, and I'm just, you know, I have to suck it up. Yeah, but this is amazing.
I love you for this.
Yeah.
Oh, I love you. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy that this is the thing, I don't like small talk, right? I don't know if you can tell. So me getting to know you in this way is really fulfilling.
And other people getting to know me in that way.
Exactly.
Well, you know?
I guess this is now your safe space where it's like you finally feel free to be who you really are.
Yeah. So then I'm just like, I don't have to, because I think me before I would just be like, yeah, like, my life's amazing, I don't go through any short, but I feel like now I'm just kind of, I'm bringing awareness to that, and I'm just, you know, just saying how I really feel, kind of, and I feel like that's kind of what I have to take away from it.
Yeah.
I guess. Yeah.
Do you have any socials you want to share with us, like Instagram, anything else?
I'm not really on any social media.
It's okay.
Probably just like Snapchat. That's it.
All right, let's not share the Snapchat though.
But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, thank you again for having this conversation with me, and thank you to you guys for tuning in like you always do and listening to who we are. Before I close off though, I'm gonna put my mic down, but I want to stage ourselves because I want to cleanse the stagnant energy that we kind of just released, because I feel like maybe we made a breakthrough. I don't know. I hope we did though. But so I'll just stage. All right, ready?
Yeah.
I hope my bag doesn't like fly away.
Yeah. Oh, I'm so weak.
Oh. Come on. Where's the wind?
Oh.
It's fine.
The intention was there.
The intention was there. We tried to sage, but like we had the intention, so we're just gonna release it like if we did. But thank you again.
Yeah.
Right. Till I see you guys again. Stay beautiful. Bye.